Man, watching this guy's videos is a gamble. It's like a Russian roulette to see if I'm gonna get spoiled or not, apparently. But my community members has filtered out some relative videos that has no spoilers. This is called The Anime Renaissance Will Start in China. Tube Hero X and Lord of the Mysteries. And you know what? Bro, this is what I've been saying, bro. I genuinely have been saying this shit. What have I been saying? I've been saying Chinese cartoons unironically. No, like Chinese cartoons, people label anime as Chinese cartoons because haha, every Asian is Chinese. No. Genuinely Chinese animation might be the future.
With all of the groundbreaking news and donghua emerging from China, I really do believe that we're on the verge of a renaissance in the anime medium. For example, I just watched the first episode of 2B Hero X, and this series unironically has better animation than Solo Leveling. And
True? Does it? I don't know if I can compare the 3D animation, which was pretty much like 95% of the episode to Solo Leveling. There was one Sakuga moment, right, that we're seeing right now, but I don't think this was necessarily any more crazier than the highlights of, let's say, Baraka, Beru, Tusk, Baran fights. I'm not sure. I at this point it's subjective, right? We're basically splitting hairs to see is a 9.6 better than a 9.5?
Better animation than Solo Leveling, and I would say its 3D is almost comparable to Arcane. However, I do believe that this first episode was a little bit too fast-paced, and honestly, it was.
I like the fast go pace. Definitely, I needed to, like, if you aren't pausing to assess every scene of the episode like me, most of it's just gonna go over your head. So I do agree, but I genuinely did enjoy the upbeat pace.
Hard to keep up at certain times, but I do give it the benefit of the doubt because I'm assuming they wanted to end the episode with this really strong cliffhanger. Overall though, this series will definitely be a massive success, especially due to the simultaneous Japanese and English dub release.
I hope it does get a lot of success. But remember, this video. This chibi video. Why am I showing a chibi video? It's because there were some metrics that I kind of want to show you on Crunchyroll. Not that Crunchyroll ratings really mean anything, right? But if we kind of look at the Crunchyroll ratings right over here. Oh, sorry, come on. Where is it? Come on, scroll, goddammit. Right over here. You see that rating, right? 6.4 thousand upvotes for episode 1 with overall 7.4k ratings. Like, if you compare Solo Leveling, bro, it's not even fair. Now, Crunchyroll ratings again means nothing at the end of the day. It does and it doesn't. This isn't enough to give an absolute, metric of, oh, this is gonna do well or not. But I'm giving this an example because they're both on Crunchyroll, so they're both standardized, and you can make a direct comparison. And to see a 30x difference, low-key 30x, like Solo Leveling, that shit hit for like 200k, bro, and plus. To see only 6.4k on the first episode of launch, it is definitely disappointing, and I don't know if this, basically implies that the ceiling of viewership for my 2B Hero X is nowhere going to be close to Solo Leveling.
Simultaneous Japanese and English dub release. But yeah, China is going full steam ahead with these adaptations. Just like how we saw manhwa and manhwa skyrocket in popularity over.
Excuse me?
These adaptations. Just like how we saw manhwa and manhwa.
And he's right. Lightnovel historian is right about. I just think it's funny that there's manhwa and manhwa. There's manhwa and manhwa, guys. Can you tell the difference? One is with a W because Korean, and one is with the U because Chinese. Manhwa and manhwa.
Manhwa and manhwa skyrocket in popularity over the past few years. I'm willing to bet that animation coming from outside of Japan will follow. Like, these donghua hits are only going to continue into the summer. Since as early as June, we were getting the donghua adaptation.
Also, is this more accurate to call it donghua or donghua? Like, a lot of people are like, actually, 2B Hero X is not an anime, it's a donghua. I'm like, what the fuck is a donghua, bro? It's basically anime for China, right? So if we have manga, if we have a differentiation between manga and manhwa, right? Between Japanese, comic books, you could say, and Korean/Chinese comic books, then do we also have to respect it and call it donghua instead of anime? Do we have to?
Ahead with these adaptations. Just like how we saw manhwa and manhwa skyrocket in popularity over the past few years, I'm willing to bet that animation coming from outside of Japan will follow. Like, these donghua hits are only going to continue into the summer. Since as early as June, we were getting the donghua adaptation for Lord of the Mysteries.
This has been insanely hyped up. The marketing for Lord of Mysteries is unreal. Bro, how do I know this? I think that you could be able to, like, I don't know if you could, but there's a good chance that if you go to my old streams back on YouTube, as far as like a year ago, maybe you could find me banning people that came into my stream and rudely demanded react to Lord of Mysteries right now. And I remember banning so many people there because they were so fucking annoying to the point that I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not even going to react to Lord of Mysteries. I'm going to do it, but I'm just giving you an example of how much hype there has been, how much marketing there has been. It's already confirmed for multiple seasons, right? The trailers, I haven't checked them out. I will check them all out leading into summer. I'll promise you that.
Which is the best web novel ever written. The majority of anime fans are not ready for the...
Really? Hold up.
The Mysteries. Which is the best web novel ever written.
Does ReZero count as a web novel? It kind of does though, right? ReZero started off as a web novel into light novel into anime. Yeah? Better story than ReZero? Yeah? Nah, you guys are glazing. Y'all capping. Y'all capping. Yeah? It is no number one. But the ratings must be different. He ranks this first and ReZero number 2. So a guy that ranks ReZero number 2 has this Lord of Mysteries is number 1? Or we're not coping? Better? How could it? Okay. Am I actually not ready for this? Am I unironically not ready for this coming into summer?
The majority of anime fans are not ready for this new era.
Okay. I'm honestly so excited for this because, like, straight up, dude, I'm not dooming about the state of spring 2025, but if you look at the actual like animes happening this season, it's not that inspiring. There's definitely a couple of good ones here and there. It's honestly pretty decent, but there hasn't been many, animes recently that's really like compelled me. That's really like moved my heart. The most recent anime that kind of moved me, I guess, was Solo Leveling in terms of just the action sequences, and Dan Da Dan in terms of the emotional heartstring being pulled, and even ReZero Season 1 because we watched that last summer, and the psychological components of that was genuinely so peak. But if we look at summer over here coming in, and if we rate this, sort by popularity, Dan Da Dan Season 2, we got My Dress Up Darling Girl, Kaiju 8, blah blah. Where's Lord of Mysteries? Why the fuck is Shield Hero number 5, bro? That's crazy, bro. Shield Hero number 5. Gotcha Kuda, Sakamoto Days. Yo, this shit looks better than the fucking anime itself in terms of the actual art style. They should have that actually. Where's Lord of Mysteries? I guess Lord of Mysteries doesn't count as like an AniChart anime, right? Lord of the Mysteries anime AniChart. Does it exist? It doesn't. I mean, it kind of does here, but this is like, this is Ona. What is this? Gumijitsu. Papa 2025. Here it is. I think this is it, right? So if we kind of like rank this, it's not on summer. Why is this not showing up here? Is it on fall? Is it even listed? Well, that's crazy. One Punch Man's coming up in fall right over here. But anyways, a lot of people are glazing this shit up all year. I guess it's not in like a specific category. With the rising tide of steam power and machinery, who can come close to being a beyonder? Shrouded in the fog of history and darkness, who or what is the lurking evil that murmurs into our ears? Waking up to be faced with the string of mysteries, Zhu Mingrui, sorry if I butchered the name, finds himself reincarnated. Oh, it's a reincarnation. It's a Tensei as Klein Moretti. Chinese dude becomes British? In an alternate Victorian era where he sees a world of machinery, cannons, dreadnoughts, airships, different machines, as well as potions, divination, hexes, tarot cards, and sealed artifacts. The light continues to shine, but the mystery has never gone too far. Huh. What a unique setting. What a absurdly unique setting in a Victorian setting. With like steampunk shit. But Chinese dude got reincarnated. This is that good? Better than ReZero? All right, I mean, we'll have to see. There's a big theme of religion here. I'm down. If there's like cult stuff, bro, if there's a bunch of like cult stuff and religious stuff going on, I'm down anyways. We're getting off topic right now. The moral of the story is, yo, Chinese cartoons are the future of anime, and we should welcome our new overlords. Please go check out Mr. Light Novel Historian. I'm scared to sub to his channel or check out his other videos because of potential spoilers. You know how it is. But hey, at least I can support him this way. Here's a link to the video. Go check him out if you haven't. See you next time.